Hello, I'm BXToyCat and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects, but usually focused on the next big update for Minecraft, Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. We're now calling that next big update Title Update 31, and these questions about it come from last week's Q&A and from Twitter, because I sometimes put out a tweet asking for questions, and if you want to leave any for next week, then you can follow me at IBXToyCat and you'll know when I leave that tweet, or you can leave them in the comments down below of this video. So while you're down there anyway, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. But let's get straight into the video, shall we, with the first question, which comes in from PunkDog27, who asks at IBXToyCat #QnA, how was your week, Toycat? And is there a slight chance the first screenshot we got was off an amplified world? First of all, how was your week, Toycat? My week has been pretty good, thanks for asking. In general, it's been pretty nice. I've been waiting for the video games to come out in a couple of weeks, and like the biggest cool thing I did this week was probably the Halloween mashup pack. Like, I really love their level of puzzle solving in there. You can probably tell from the review and from the live stream, but it's just that big a deal to me. I'm so pumped for future DLC now because of how up and up that's going. So yeah, that's probably the best thing that happened this week. But anyway, the main part of your question, the Q&A Saturday type part, which actually asks, is there a slight chance the first screenshot we got was off an amplified world? So if you're not familiar with all the biomes on the PC, I could see why you might think that was an amplified Mesa biome. However, there is actually one of the variants of the Mesa biome, one of the types of where you can find it, where basically it looks like that. It's called the Mesa Bryce biome, and yeah, I do not believe it was amplified. I think it technically could have been amplified, but there's no reason to believe that it was amplified. So yeah, probably not amplified. And the second screenshot, the one with the desert and the bunny, also that was not amplified. Although again, it's not properly easy to tell. So with that said, I do not believe that we have seen amplified yet. I'm hoping we'll see it at some point, but we still don't know. That's gonna be one of the big things when we do see it confirmed. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from iSkyline, who asks, can you tell us all about the confirmed features of the next big update as of now? So yeah, this should be an easy enough one to go through. There is the Guardian, there is the Slime Block, there is the Granite, and then presumably the Andesite and the Diorite. There is, I believe, all of the new fish, there is the new biomes, and rabbits. I believe that's everything that's technically confirmed. Oh, one people kept bug me about, technically red sand is confirmed as part of the Mesa biome. But yeah, that's everything we've seen with our eyes so far. I'm probably missing one thing from that first screenshot, but that's all the big things. We've seen new mobs, we've seen new biomes, we've seen new blocks, and it's all looking pretty cool so far. So yeah, let's move on to the next question already, which comes in from Silver Gaming, who asks, so I thought of a question and here it is. When servers come out, will they have a minigames feature? For example, you can swap out your world on the server to a minigame and put it back to the old world. So yeah, basically when the way servers are currently planned to come to Minecraft console is to use Minecraft Realms. So Realms is a service that you pay a little bit a month for, and then you can have the server that people can come on when you're not there, and blah 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 blah. It's it's servers but by Mojang, basically. That's the easiest way to explain it. But yeah, Realms actually has mini games built in, and it's not just basic mini games. They have really cool mini games. They have stuff like like where you fire rockets at each other's bases and you have to stop the rockets because they're made out of slime blocks and redstone. They have mini games like Splatoon. I don't know what the official name for it is, but they have a bunch of mini games in there that you can load into your world if you don't have a world you want to create for Realms. So I think I think mini games as a part of Realms would have to be a core part of it. Like if you want to have the same experience on PC and console, having those mini games Realms would be awesome. And plus, having just mini game Realms would make the whole thing a lot more awesome. So yeah, mini game Realms is something that I think is a likely feature. But again, we'll have to wait to see how much they're going to deviate from the PC version of Realms, and that's something we don't know. So yeah. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Omar Abdelrahim, who asks at IBXToyCat #QnA, will amplified worlds ever come to the Xbox 360/PS3 versions of the game? By the way, you are the greatest. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if I'm the greatest, but I appreciate it anyway. But will amplified worlds ever come to Xbox 360/PS3? So he's basically asking last gen or just next gen. So the thing about amplified worlds is if it is going to come to Minecraft console at all, I think it will come to all the platforms. This is one, because they want to have as many features across all of it as they can, and two, because you may recall a few months ago, back when just after the last update came out, I did a little bit of testing to see if amplified could come to last gen, and although it wasn't the most realistic test, I did I took an amplified world from the PC, converted it to the console, and then did loads of stress testing, and I couldn't get the frame rate to dip. So as far as I can tell, if there is going to be amplified worlds, they probably will work on the 360 and PS3, but they probably have to have the warning, this is going to take double as long, because that's the big part of making an amplified world, generating it, and since it takes close to a minute, maybe like 35 seconds, something like that, to create a world as it is right now, I think, double that is going to be quite long. There would have to be a warning, but I think Xbox 360/PS3 definitely could get amplified, and yeah, I really hope they would get it, but we'll have to see if that gets announced in the future. I think, if there's going to be a screenshot, I think it'll be like in the next couple screenshots, like something to do with amplified if it does come, but yeah, that's just my hopes and dreams anyway. So, next question comes in from Feg Phase, who asks, #QnA, is it possible to completely run out of materials on a Minecraft, like ores, diamonds, etc.? So, on the PC, practically no. On the consoles, depending on the size of your world, kind of yes. So, if we talk about the classic world size, the 360 PS3 world size, there is possible to run out of diamonds and any other ore in your world, but it's very, very tricky. I don't know if anyone has ever legitimately done it, because even people who have been mining their world non-stop, it's gonna be a long, long time to find everything. So, to give you a rough idea of how long it'd take, there is around 30,000 diamonds in a Minecraft 360 world, and there's also something like 1 million iron ore. So, if you have 1 million iron ore sitting in a chest, and you're like, is there any more in my world, or I mined it all? You've probably mined it all, but by that point, you probably have, smaller issues, or bigger issues to worry about than no more iron ore than just 1 million. So, yeah, it is possible to run out of materials. It just takes a long time, and it's not... It's possible, but not practically possible, if that makes any sense. So, to move on to the next question, which comes in from Tracy Hodson, who asks, #QnA, will they add the Wither Storm? So, will they add the Wither Storm is a question I've seen quite a few times, because in Minecraft Story Mode, they actually, so I believe, I forget the name of the dude, but I just played through the game like a week ago, and basically, they make a Wither, but they make it using a command block, and that command block turns him into a storm, where he gets bigger and bigger as he absorbs more of the world. So, will they add that to the consoles? No. So, the idea of Minecraft Story Mode is it's meant to just be a fun story using Minecraft characters. I doubt they're going to use anything from Minecraft Story Mode in Minecraft, especially not the Wither Storm, because the idea behind the Wither Storm is it used a command block, so it's technically possible in the game right now. I mean, you'd need a lot of commands, but you could make a Wither Storm, and I bet someone on the PC is probably working on it now. So, will they add the Wither Storm? No. Is the Wither Storm technically part of the game? Technically, yes, but not on the console. So, yeah, that's the answer to your question right there. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Which comes in from Pandemonium B, who asks, #QnA, do you think they'll add beetroots as a crop in Minecraft Console Edition? P.S. I love your videos. Thank you very much, Pandemonium. I like your name. But, will they add beetroots as a crop? I believe that, well, they're definitely going to add them as a crop at some point in time, but I think, out for the 1.9 features we might be getting, I think this is one of the most likely, because it's a Pocket Edition feature, not a 1.9 feature. So even if it doesn't, show up in the final 1.9, which it's not going to be removed, but, in theory it could be, it's still a Pocket Edition feature, so I think beetroots are one of the very few likely 1.9 features we might see in this next update, but so far none have been confirmed, and we don't know if any will be confirmed, but yeah, that's the answer to your question right there. Beetroots could be coming in the next update, if not the next update, but they're definitely coming at some point in the future, Pandemonium. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Megan Picau, who asks, hi, it is my first time doing this, but are they going to add a Doctor Who mashup pack? Because I built a TARDIS and it took forever. So, first of all, good job on building the TARDIS. I imagine, like, no matter how small you build a realistic TARDIS, it's going to be massive. But basically, will there be a Doctor Who mashup pack? I do not think they will do one, because of the fact that Doctor Who, Simpsons, Star Wars, and Marvel, they seem to have skin pack only deals. I don't know why they went for skin pack only deals. It seems like it'd be quite fun to have a Simpsons world in Minecraft, but presumably, there's some logic behind the way they do dealings that they only can get skin packs out of these license deals. Because when it comes to video games, they get the mashup packs. When it comes to TV shows, they tend to get the skin packs. So exactly why that is, I don't really know. But I don't think they do skin packs then do a mashup pack. I know the Halloween mashup pack is an example of them doing that. But given that there's 2 skin packs, it'd be weird to have a mashup pack that doesn't have all of the Doctor Who skin packs. So I don't imagine there will be a Doctor Who mashup pack. I think if we ever get to the point where they'll sell worlds by themselves or sell something like that, we could see a Doctor Who world. But I do not see a Doctor Who mashup pack existing while there is 2 or maybe 3 Doctor Who skin packs. So yeah, that's the answer to your question right there. Let's move on to the next one, which comes in from Batman Rules. I assume that's your real name in real life, right? So, they're like, so Mr. Rules, Batman? But yeah, let's talk about the question. #QnA. Do you think old gen will not get any more updates because they have little storage? So, easy answer to this question, no. Or wait, it's like a double negative. But will old gen not get any more updates? They will be keeping on getting the updates because the majority of Minecraft players play on last gen. So, the storage doesn't really have anything to do with it. The updates are currently 233 megabytes. Even double that, it's still above what you find in a memory card. And, if you have a hard drive, you have at least 20 gigs of storage. So, I don't think the storage is going to have anything to do with it. I do think at some point, they're going to stop updating, but that's going to be 5-10 years down the line now. So, yeah, very good news on that front. Let's move on to the last question, shall we? Which comes in from Jamie Dunn, or Epic Wolf 789, according to the brackets. But he asks, Toycat, what should I ask you? And do we have to write hashtag QnA? So a lot of people, are wondering, how do I get on QnA Saturday and stuff like that? And it's really confusing to me because I thought this was just a cool way to answer questions. I didn't know people just want to be on here for the sake of being on here. But if you want to ask questions with that kind of intent, I guess the best way to do it is to, one, ask something that hasn't been asked before. I have at least 10, 15 questions each week asking slime blocks, are they coming? Or, asking this feature, that feature. And, there's only so many times I can say, yep, the slime blocks are coming. Whereas if you try and ask something unique, more likely to get on there. Or if you want to ask something about Minecraft's history too, I think there's not that many of those. You want to ask something like, I don't know, why is 4J Studios developing the game and not Mojang? I think I might have answered that one, but, stuff like that. If you want to ask those questions, feel free to. But do you have to write hashtag QnA? No. Sometimes I try to pick ones without hashtag QnA because it's like, they just all have hashtag QnA, and I feel like I'm helping people think that's going to be there. But yeah, best way to ask questions, ask ones that haven't been asked before, try and ask an interesting one. I mean, that should go without saying. And do you have to write hashtag QnA? No. So yeah, that is the end of hashtag QnA Saturday for the week. Oh, darn it, what did I done to myself? I hope you did all enjoy it. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. Share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, including this Q&A every single Saturday, which some of you seem to really like. And if you have any comments, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll get round to them next week. And try not to use hashtag Q&A, please, for the children. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.